Alright, just a quick video update on a couple of my ladder characters. I got off to a late ladder start just because been busy with work, but got my primary ladder, Sork. She's Orb Chain Lightning, just like my non-ladder Cold Sork is. She's up to level 90 now, and Hammered In Smiter Hybrid is level 87. Now I've got him set up now in my hammered in gear. In the previous video I did with my D-Clone walk shows you his smiter setup, but for the hammered in setup, uh, got lucky with Haas rolled a 34, not bad. I mean, could have been better, but or a Hoto, sorry. Got a Vex from selling a Shaco. Found 3 Shacos, sold 2 of them for Vex early on. Ended up getting, see here, 29 or 27 Vipers. Not great, but res isn't an issue with my Paladin right now since I'm running the Spirit. Would really prefer a Haas here and have a Spirit CT on swap, which I don't have a CT yet. Still need one more Vex for an Ohm. It's the best amulet I can get right now for my hammered in. Obviously, I would like to get a Maris. Haven't found one yet. I've got probably like 10 or 12 of them on my non-ladder account. Typically use Trang's gloves on Hammerdins, but I'm borrowing my chances off of my Sork just to improve my MF. He's already at 125 FCR with the setup I got right now. Again, got lucky on 2 Stoner Jordans here in the last week, and found an Arax last week too. Just still using Tirhan screws. Haven't found any War Travs on ladder yet. So I mean, these are perfect. They add to that vigor synergy for hammers, which is pretty cool and gives you a little bit of res and strength and dex. So not bad. Again, just picked up this torch from I farmed the keys. Picked up the torch from Dirt Peeler's crew on Twitch. They farmed it for me, so thanks. Huge setup. Wish that was a Pally or Sork torch, but 1920 is not bad. Second any I got from today's Declone Walk and some MF small charms. I got really lucky on this one. 7 MF, 11 mana, and then of course these 7s and the 6 and a 5. These are borrowed from my Sork. 34 Geats, found that just the other day. The only other one I had was like a 20 something MF. Still looking for that max Fender res. Haven't found it yet. Just to gamble off of, but defensive aura and a couple mana life res uh, large charms. Hammer setup, pretty straightforward. He's got again a good amount of MF. He's got the 125 FCR breakpoint, and again, right now he is doing. I thought he was doing about 10k in hammer damage, but right now he's just at about 8.5. So not bad for but for that FCR though, it's pretty decent enough kill speed. He is set up for 75% chance to block. I know I messed up his skills. I lost 1 point by accident in the sacrifice. Should have maxed out concentration first, then gone into Holy Shield. But hey, you know what? I got 3 more levels to max out my hammer synergies and concentration. Everything else is good. I got 1 Nefana. Salvation I like when I'm fighting Ubers, because I'm going to try to use him as a hammer smiter Uber uh, try hybrid. Maybe start specking into some of the, especially the lightning resistances later. Haven't found a T-Gods belt for Uber Mephisto yet, but ladder struggles. But doing pretty good. Really happy with him. And again, Merc, he's just standard. I haven't found a low rune yet to build a Fortitude. But he's got a shaft stop that I plan to upgrade as soon as I get the runes for it. Haven't found an Eth Thresher or CV yet, but still looking for one of those. I got a couple other Threshers that I got to roll sockets into on my mule, but that's kind of it for the hammered in Spider hybrid. Onto the Sork. Again, I borrow stuff from each character, just because I don't have much gear yet on the ladder. So they swapped the Hodo and the Vipers, Stone of Jordans, and their racks. obviously the torch, and now that I've got three Annies, she's set up on an Annie right now. Uh, she usually is maxed out on res when I get all of her charms and everything set up and all of her gear. Again, missing some things there. Don't have a CTA yet, but I do have an off swap gold dagger to improve her MF. She gets up to a little over 300. I think mid range 220, 230 with all her other gear. I got lucky, found two Tal Rasha's amulets early on. I sold one for gold list. Uh, the High Lords that I use for my Smiter setup, I found two of those as well. I sold one of those for an ist. So just haven't had a chance to build a CTA yet. She's still rocking Sandstorm Treks. Haven't found again. War Traps would be nice and ideal there. But, for the most part, pretty pleased with the ladder start so far. My Merc here has also got the Shaft Stop and Pito Pastels. We swapped of course, the Insight for them. Skill tree straight up Cold Orb Chain Lightning build, so her orb is maxed out. I've got with the gear, this is pretty much at negative 150 enemy resistance, and just working on lightning masteries now. I'm at just about 5 more levels to max that out, and everything else is pretty straightforward. So pretty happy with that. So I use her to farm mostly, Terror and Hate keys, Countess, and Summoner runs. I've run her through Nith a couple times for the D keys, but it just takes too long. Plus my Merc keeps dying. He's not set up for it yet. As soon as I get her Chain Lightning maxed out, hopefully get lucky, find some Lightning Skillers. That'll improve that lightning damage. But yeah, she's got right now a backup Monarch that I plan to roll offhand once I get the CTA builds. I got really lucky on this one. I rolled a 35 FCR first roll. The Hammertons, the Pallies, I had to roll like 6 or 7 times to get that 35 FCR. I just re-rolled it today about from 30 to 35. It took me like 6 re-rolls to get that 35 FCR so I could use dual SOJs instead of caster rings to reach that 125 FCR breakpoint on my Hammerton setup. But all that she has right now really to get is the Tal's armor, which I don't use mostly on these sorks. It's just a nice thing to have, nostalgia. But yeah, still waiting on the Haas for my Pally Tal armor, and I'll be set. So that's just a quick update on my ladder progress. Probably be farming for the next. I'm off for another 7 days, 8 days. Just gonna try to hit the grind on that. Hopefully find the Haas. I've got an alt account with the 75 Sork, same setup as her here, that I plan to get to hopefully 90 in the next couple of weeks, so she can I have two computers, so I have 2 accounts. I just pretty much self rush, and it's great for extra ladder storage because I did not have any other space on my primary account, so I created the backup account mostly for my non-ladder mules and a couple of ladder mules, plus the one Sork to help rush ladder characters on my primary. It's pretty cool. Don't have to worry about relying on publics to do normal nightmare or hell rushes anymore, and also socket rushes are super easy to do. It takes me probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, depending on how well Act 3 goes for all the flail parts. Best I've got was 10 minutes. Usually in the old days, man, you know how it was, skipping Act 3 straight through the Trav. You get a socket rush done in like 4 or 5 minutes easy and normal. So if you ever need any help with socket rushes, just create a temporary socket mule that if you need to rush, I can rush you through. Or I might even have some extra socket mules with quests available too. No charge, obviously. But anyways, that's all the updates now for my ladder progress. I just haven't really had much time to do any videos. Plan to do some movers. I have 1 key set on ladder. I have like 10 or 12 key sets non-ladder that I plan to do a lot of torches on. I see the non-ladder games are still pretty popular right now, so plan to still do a lot of non-ladder activity as well. But just reach out if you need any help, guys. That's it. Take care.